So, what do I do in my off time? I had somebody ask me that on a video. Well, I've been working on the garage here, trying to get all this dirt done, and I'm terrible at this. I had this cylinder blow out, so I rebuilt it. Let me get you out of here. I rebuilt it, and I pulled the other side apart too to rebuild it, which it was fine. But I kept wondering why the lift arm, whatever, seemed a little weak, especially on one side. Somebody put this piston in backwards, and I think it was just bypassing hydraulic fluid. So I clean pins up. I have to put these cylinders in, put about 5 gallons of hydraulic fluid in it or so, and bleed all the air out of it, all before the rain gets here, because we got some rain coming. It's Friday. They're supposed to race at I-75 tomorrow, but we're not racing because my shocks are at PPM getting redone, because that hit or something busted the piston probably in one of my shocks. It doesn't sound good. So we usually take them off every few races, and it either happened last time I got hit or this past time. So they're getting fixed, and we're gonna set tomorrow out, do some car maintenance, do some trailer maintenance, and hopefully get ready for 411 if the snow that they're predicting doesn't pop up in here. So I'll catch you guys later.
Because I don't know how long it's gonna be.
Say hi.
Oh, no.
Come here. This is Kylie.
Hey.
We want to tell everybody happy Thanksgiving before I get started on getting my car ready for the race after Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody has a good time. I hope to see you at the races. Right?
Yeah.
She's a little camera shy. So she's going to an early Thanksgiving dinner with her mom. So I'm gonna, not bolts loose, I'm gonna get this ready to take apart. That's the only bad thing about nut certs, when they break. So I can do this without this piece of like sand falling on my head. Car needs a serious bath from me dragging it right front through the pits. And I have the MD3 plastic quarters. They're a little thick, but I'll show you something in just a second. If this doesn't fall on my head. So I had somebody get into me real hard, try to fold this quarter under me. This is how thick that stuff is. It's pretty thick, but this is from my tire rubbing it. It's paper thin right here on the edge, but it basically radiused it with a tire. I've not cut a tire down because of a quarter, and that seemed to be what people tried to do when they couldn't pass me, is folding my quarter into my tire. So joke's on you. Good stuff. Several companies make a composite quarter and door and different pieces, and this stuff is thick. You got to compensate for the weight, but it's held up just fine. I'm going to run them again next season. And I'm going to try to leave as much of this intact as I can. Because they're supposed to have some more Run What You Brung races next season at Mountain View, so I would like to not have to build this, at least this wing over again. Keep all this stuff. I'm gonna definitely put a bigger sideboard on it than what I had, because it was enough, but it wasn't enough at the same time. Safety first. Before I take this down, so I told you that it would take a lot of abuse. This is paper thin because someone folded this up and under my tire, and this rode on my tire for 10 laps or so. and it never cut it. So it's gonna need a new one, which I've got new ones over on the other side of the shop, but I mean, you can't ask for anything better, especially when you got drivers that are a little dirty and try to cut your tires down. So in between the quarters and Noonan, having these killer wheel covers. So this is my right rear wheel cover. This is my left rear wheel cover. Well, my car's washed and squeaky clean, thanks to Sasha and Kara for helping me get it outside, because I had no springs under the rear to be able to roll it outside. So we've got it ready to set up. Speaking of the munchkin, say hi. Hi. So we've got it ready to set up for 411, waiting on shocks from PPM, right? That's where my shocks went. Waiting on them to come back. I should have them Tuesday, and then we'll set the car up Wednesday, hang the body back on it Thursday, and stick it in the box and get ready for practice on Friday and the race on Saturday if the weather holds off. If the weather is rainy, like what it looks like it's going to be, I guess we'll see if they're going to have a rain date. If they don't have a rain date, then we are going to race 75 the following weekend if the weather's good. So, like we said earlier, hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving, and we will see you this weekend.
I won't be there, unfortunately.
But say, have a good Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Hope you eat a bunch of good food.
Hope you eat a bunch of good food.
And we'll see you this weekend.
See you this weekend. Bye.
No, you gotta say it. Since Hunter's not here.
What does he say?
What does he say?
I don't know.
He says, "Peace out, penguins."
Peace out, penguins.
And you gotta give a little peace sign. There we go.